AWS Compute Services 101, AWS Compute Services Tutorial. AWS offers a variety of compute services tailored to different use cases and workload requirements. These services provide scalable and flexible computing resources in the cloud. Here are some of the key compute services provided by AWS. 1. Amazon EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. Description: virtual servers in the cloud that can be quickly provisioned and configured to run a wide range of applications. Use cases: web hosting, application hosting, batch processing, gaming, machine learning, and more. Features: various instance types, operating system support, auto-scaling, load balancing, and integrations with other AWS services. Pricing model: pay-as-you-go pricing based on instance type, usage hours, and additional resources, example storage, data transfer. 2. AWS Lambda. Description: serverless computing service that allows you to run code without provisioning or managing servers. Use cases: event-driven applications, real-time file processing, data transformation, and backend services for mobile and web apps. Features: supports multiple programming languages, scales automatically in response to incoming requests, integrates with AWS services via triggers. Pricing model: pay only for the compute time consumed, billed per 100 milliseconds increments, with a free tier allowance. 3. AWS Batch. Description: fully managed batch processing service for running large-scale batch computing workloads. Use cases: data processing, ETL, extract, transform, load, scientific computing, and rendering. Features: automatically provisions compute resources, manages job scheduling and dependencies, supports multi-node parallel jobs. Pricing model: pay only for the compute resources used, with no additional charges for AWS Batch itself. 4. Amazon Lightsail. Description: virtual private server, VPS, service that offers a simplified way to launch and manage cloud instances. Use cases: development environments, small websites, blogs, and simple applications. Features: pre-configured instances with fixed resources, easy-to-use management console, integrated storage and networking options. Pricing model: flat-rate pricing based on instance size, data transfer, and additional services. 5. Amazon ECS, Elastic Container Service. Description: fully managed container orchestration service for deploying and managing Docker containers at scale. Use cases: containerized applications, microservices architecture, and batch processing. Features: integrates with Docker and supports containerized applications across multiple EC2 instances, auto-scaling, and load balancing. Pricing model: pay for the underlying EC2 instances, along with any additional resources like load balancers or storage. 6. Amazon EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service. Description: managed Kubernetes service for running Kubernetes clusters on AWS without the need to manage the underlying infrastructure. Use cases: containerized applications, microservices architecture, and hybrid cloud deployments. Features: fully managed Kubernetes control plane, integrates with AWS services, supports auto-scaling and high availability. Pricing model: pay for the underlying EC2 instances, along with additional charges for the Kubernetes control plane. 7. AWS Fargate. Description: serverless compute engine for containers that allows you to run containers without managing servers or clusters. Use cases: containerized applications, microservices architecture, and event-driven workloads. Features: automatically provisions and scales container infrastructure, supports Docker containers, integrates with ECS and EKS. Pricing model: pay only for the vCPU and memory resources consumed by your containers, billed per second. These are some of the key compute services offered by AWS, each catering to specific use cases and providing different levels of abstraction and management for computing resources in the cloud. Users can choose the appropriate service based on their application requirements, scalability needs, and budget constraints.